Hello everyone and welcome to CruiseAway here on Gecko, and if you're new to our TV shows then I'm Derek Marks. It's lovely to meet you, and over the next 30 minutes settle in for quite some adventure as we showcase fabulous cruise holiday deals. Bookable right now on our toll-free telephone lines with experts standing by to answer any questions you have. Now, this show is all about luxury voyaging with the world-famous Cunard line. And we've got 6 incredible opportunities for you to immerse yourself on board their amazing liner, Queen Elizabeth, next year. Now, we're lucky to have her close to home for us with sailings from Sydney and Melbourne. Best of all, Cunard's grandest destination sale is on right now, so we can make you savings of up to $3,000 per person if you book now. So with savings on selected sailings of up to over 40%, there's no time like the present to make the Cunard dream a reality now. Right, talking of booking, before we see the cruises, let's see straight away why so many Australians trust us with their cruise bookings, and they have been for a very long time.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yeah, absolutely. What an opportunity that so many people have waited for as well. And quite often I've been speaking to people for at least the last 15 years or so that have been taking cruise holidays. And quite often I talk about some people's holidays as their cruising career. And the pinnacle of that cruising career is voyaging with Cunard. So this is an excellent, excellent opportunity. Should we get on board the Queen Elizabeth and go and have a little look around, because she is so grand and I've got so much to tell you about her. For a start, actually, the Queen Elizabeth is actually the 3rd Cunard Queen of her name. There was the RMS Queen Elizabeth, which was in service from the late 1930s to the late 1960s. The second, of course, the QE2, the Queen Elizabeth II, we all know, launched in 1969 and retired in 2008. I believe that's a floating hotel now in New York. And then, of course, there is Queen Elizabeth that we see right now, which was launched back in 2010. You will be taken away completely to a bygone era, but it has all the modern twists of cruising as well. So the most excellent food service on board, wonderful entertainment, of course, the very best, the very creme de la creme in the industry. And they still do these really quaint and cute sort of traditions, like an afternoon tea, which is included in your cruise fare, happens in the Queen's Room. You can upgrade it for an extra cost, by the way, to a nice champagne afternoon tea, which sounds rather nice. Then, of course, you've got all of the activities that happen in the evening as well. In fact, when it comes to dining in the evening, we're going to give you a little sort of snapshot into that a little bit later on in the show, actually. It's going to be just an incredible experience. It's great that we've got the choice of so many different itineraries that will pop up in this show, but doesn't she look absolutely spectacular when you think about Cunard having that 180 years of heritage? Cruise lines would not be as they were today had it not been for the White Star Cunard line. Incredible. So our first offer is for February next year. In fact, it's the 13th of February. That's the day before Valentine's. Amazing. Could be a nice romantic trip, this one. And we join Queen Elizabeth for 21 nights to Tasmania and the South Pacific from Sydney. So we start on this one with a day at sea, and then we arrive in Hobart in Tasmania. Wonderful Hobart. Lots to do here. Visit the Museum of Old and New Art. It's called Mona. Go and see it. Hey, Mona. That was a Craig McLachlan song as well, wasn't it? Anyway, on to Port Arthur we go in Tasmania. The convict history site here is something definitely to be seen. A day at sea into Melbourne. You can head down to the Queen Victoria Market here or wander the South Bank River Complex. It looks absolutely amazing. A day at sea and we are in Sydney, of course. You've got the Art Gallery of New South Wales, all of the big top attractions there for you to see. 2 days at sea, and we find ourselves in the Isle of Pines. What a beautiful, beautiful place, like paradise. Queen Hortense's Cave there is just a short walk through a lush rainforest, which sounds nice. A day at sea into Lautoka, the botanical gardens here, lots of water sport activities and boat tours to be had here, so you can go under or stay on top of the water. Let's go to Fiji next, to Suva, the national park with its waterfalls, clear rivers and stunning landscapes. Orchid Island, very nice indeed. Port Vila is next, again crystal clear waters. This is paradise, this cruise, isn't it? White sand beaches and wonderful dense forests here. We move on to Luganville, which is in Vanuatu in the southeast of the island of Espiritu Santo, which is the second largest city in Vanuatu. Then we go into Niue, which has an amazing, beautiful cathedral there. You don't think of a place like this having an incredible cathedral, do you really? You've got a couple of days at sea and then we'll leave the ship in Sydney. Incredible, incredible opportunity, let me tell you. And of course, in the grandest destination sale, we are going to make you big savings on these Queen Elizabeth sailings as well. They're absolutely brilliant. Remember, these are voyages with Cunard. This is not what you would call a regular cruise. So let's make you a great saving with a great price for February of next year, and book it now while we've got these big savings on offer. I mean, you could be saving as much as just over 40% by actually booking right now with the savings that we have for you here at CruiseAway. And this is February next year, but a $400 each deposit today makes this price a reality. So if you have been waiting for that Cunard moment on the Queen Elizabeth, and what a wonderful itinerary this is as well, not a million miles away from home, sailing to and from Sydney as well. It's incredible. Give our team a call, 1300 306 134, and make the savings right now. Let's have a look at upgrades as well on Queen Elizabeth. Up to ocean view, up to balcony, or up to an amazing suite. I've seen the suites, by the way. They do look incredible. And the suite again goes with private areas that are reserved for suite guests, a restaurant which is for suite only guests as well, wonderful amenities in your stateroom, your suite, and so much more. So talk to the team if you want to make that a reality right now. And remember, $400 each today as a deposit, and that price is locked in with the Grand Destination sale. Well, next we're going to be taking a slightly shorter version of that offer, sailing from Sydney, but still 19 fabulous nights on board Queen Elizabeth. Now this is for the 20th of February, and after 2 days at sea, we'll be in the Isle of Pines. And what a phenomenally fantastic place this looks as well. Coral reefs, you could take an outrigger out to Upi Bay there, which sounds stunning, really good. A day at sea into Lautoka, where you can take a trip on one of the islands there or visit the cultural village here, which is beautiful. Port Vila next in Vanuatu, or Suva first, I beg your pardon. The Ratu Sakuna Park here, wonderful for the views. Albert Park is really worth wandering around as well. Then we go into Port Vila in Vanuatu. It's the largest seaport city here, a brilliant handicraft market here, beaches and a real feel of paradise. Staying in Vanuatu, Luganville there, you can snorkel at $1 Million Point here, or take a water music experience, which apparently is magical. I've read the reviews. A day at sea into Niue in New Caledonia, which is abundant with stunning white sandy beaches, dotted with the different water sports activities there. It sounds incredible. A couple of days at sea and we're into Sydney. Now you can visit Madame Tussauds here, and you can rub shoulders with Harold Bishop, Dua Lipa and Steve Irwin, all in one place. On to Melbourne, into the Royal Botanic Gardens you might want to go, and the Healesfield Sanctuary, top tourist attractions. And then we go into Burnie in Tasmania. Now Burnie Park here and the Old Acre Falls are the two great big tourist attractions to go and see, or you can go platypus spotting here as well. A day at sea, and then we come back into Sydney on this. Now take advantage of these opportunities, because as I said before, we are looking at the grandest destination sale with Cunard right now. So if you're booking right now, you are getting amazing opportunities, low deposits and savings of up to $3,000 per person in this sale, but it's only going to be on for a short time, so make sure that you take advantage of this. This is a wonderful opportunity. Remember, this is voyaging with Cunard, and we'll get back on board the Queen Elizabeth and have another good look around in just a moment. So $400 each today as a deposit gets this price secured for you, and it is a corker, let me tell you. Look at that, $3,599 each right now. The opulence of Cunard, 19 phenomenal nights, and remember again, this one is to and from Sydney. Now, if you need flights from other cities down to Sydney, then just let us know. Again, talk to us on 1300 306 134. Let's have a look at the upgrades on this one then for you. If you want to go up to ocean view or to balcony, or indeed a suite on this one, all the opportunities are there for you. 1300 306 134. All of these deals are on our website as well, cruiseaway.com.au. Lovely to have your company here at CruiseAway. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here on Gecko on a daily basis, so make sure you come back and see us as much as you can, because we've got nothing but good news. We are talking Cunard, and we're talking the Queen Elizabeth on Cunard, so let's get back on board and have a little look. I got a sample from one of the menus actually, which sounds absolutely beautiful. Where did I put it? Oh yes, right, so listen to this for the dinner menu. And this is from Steakhouse at the Veranda, which is the only specialist dining experience that there is on board. So you pay an extra cover charge, but it's well worth doing. How about this for your dinner? Caribbean lobster cocktail. This is appetizers, by the way. Caesar salad, tea-smoked duck breast with mandarin dressing. Oh, sounds wonderful. How about for dessert? Rum baba, triple chocolate skillet cookie, warm, deep-filled Bramley apple pie. Oh, it sounds nice when you say it with a posh telephone voice, doesn't it? Incredible. You are going to have such a lovely time on board Queen Elizabeth. She is tremendous. And of course, the Cunard way of life and the Cunard service is something that dates back over not just decades, but, you know, we're talking 180 years worth of experience to draw upon. And that means that when it comes to cuisine, that means when it comes to service, that means when it comes to the grandeur of the shows in the Royal Court Theatre of an evening, of the way that there are wonderful, wonderful choices to get and chances to get dressed up in your glad rags. And remember, when you go into that spectacular Royal Court Theatre, you're not paying a ticket price to get in there. It's all part of your cruise fare. It's going to feel very, very special. And this is one of those experiences that we don't get to do often. So it's amazing that Queen Elizabeth is going to be close to home for us as well for these wonderful itineraries. So shall we take another one of those? Because they are just adorable opportunities. Now, this time we are heading to New Zealand, and we're including the Bay of Islands for the end of this year, in fact. So we'll join Queen Elizabeth on the 3rd of December in Melbourne this time. We've got a couple of days at sea, and we're in the Fiordland National Park in New Zealand. Now that, let me tell you, is an absolute treat. You'll be cruising through all three of the wonderful sounds, as they call them, the fjords, the Dusky, the Doubtful, and the most visited Milford Sound. And it's 1.2 million hectares of mountain, lake, fjord, and so much more. And you're cruising through it all. Then on to Dunedin. You've got the Thierry Gorge Railway here, Larnock Castle, Ulverston House, Otago Harbour, many, many different attractions in Dunedin. Wellington next, and you've got an overnight here in Wellington, so you could seek out the views from Mount Victoria. There's the Wellington Cable Car, which has a car museum on the top of it, bizarrely as well. You've got plenty of time, 2 full days in Wellington and an overnight, which is wonderful. Then we have a day at sea to Tauranga, where you can take a trek up to Mount Maunganui, where you can enjoy the sights there. Robbins Park is brilliant for the wonderful planting there. of course, the Hobbiton tour, very popular. Auckland is next. You can walk along Queen Street here, explore all the attractions there. Ponsonby, that's the area, the hippest place to go and shop in Auckland. Then we go into the Bay of Islands, 150 islands, lots of water sports here, diving, subtropical paradise, 3 days at sea, and then we come back into Melbourne on this one. So a really nice little Melbourne round trip here, 14 nights, taking you out to the Bay of Islands, taking you into that incredible Fiordland National Park as well. And remember, while the sale is on right now, the grandest destination sale, we are making you savings of up to $3,000 per person. So take advantage. This is for the 3rd of December, but a low deposit today, $400 each, can make this price a reality. Look at that. That is amazing. What a lovely little getaway. So that would get you back, what, on the 17th of December. So in plenty of time for Christmas as well. $2,549 per person, or $400 each today as a deposit to lock in and secure that brilliant sale price tag. Here's your upgrades as well. So if you want to upgrade on Queen Elizabeth, and wouldn't you want to? Incredible Queen Elizabeth. I mean, this is such an occasion cruise, isn't it, really, if you think about it? Then just speak to the team. There are your prices on screen. 1300 306 134, and remember, you can do that with a low deposit today. Incredible. I'm so excited for you. I really am, because these are great offers. Thanks for your company. Now, our next offer kicks off 2024 in style and maybe gives you your first taste of the 180-year heritage from Cunard. It's a 7-night voyage from Melbourne to Adelaide and Hobart in Tasmania. Now, it goes on the 5th of January. You'll have a day at sea and then you'll arrive in Adelaide. Now, Adelaide is absolutely fantastic. Of course, it's wine country as well, isn't it? And you can go to the Oval if you're a cricket fan there as well, or just explore the Central Market. Next, after a couple of days at sea, we're in Hobart in Tasmania. Again, you've got lots of wineries here, lots of gins on offer here as well in Hobart. Beautiful. And then we've got a day at sea, and then we will pop back into Melbourne. Of course, if you need flights from another city into Melbourne, just let us know and we can sort that out. 1300 306 134. So I think this is for people who are taking their first taste of Cunard. And can I give you one piece of advice here? A lot of people wait to do a voyage like this until it's something significant. A 30th wedding anniversary, a 40th wedding anniversary, retirement. Don't wait. Don't wait, because so many people I've met over the years have said, I wish I'd have started doing this a lot sooner than I did. Again, we can do a low deposit on this for you as well. Got a sale price coming your way, and $400 each today as a deposit gets this price locked in for you as well. And again, this is part of the grandest destination sale that we have here at CruiseAway with Cunard right now. $1,749 each today. Amazing to get that price locked in. But remember, you can put low deposit down on this as well. So $400 each right now locks in that great price tag, and it means you take advantage of the sale. So let's have a look at the upgrades on this one. I hasten to use the word sale in connection with Cunard, actually, because it's such a luxury brand. You know, it really is. It's one of the most famous worldwide luxury brands there is on the planet for cruising. Let's call it voyaging, actually, because we voyage with Cunard. What an excellent opportunity. Listen, any questions you have, 1300 306 134 is our toll-free telephone number, so don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call us. Remember, it's not going to cost you a cent to call us. All of these offers are on our website as well, cruiseaway.com.au. Right, another chance for us to get back on board Queen Elizabeth from Cunard, because that's what we're talking about all the way through this show. Let's talk entertainment for a second. Oh no, actually, let's talk pampering for a second, because people like, when they're on a cruise, to have a little bit of a pamper treatment. Now, I had a look at the massage menu in the spa. Now, this is just the massages, not the other treatments that there are. You can have a Muriel massage, which is a full body massage. You can have an aroma stone therapy. You can have a bamboo massage where they soak the bamboo canes in oil and roll them around your body. It sounds beautiful. There's a pain management therapy, there's a Thai herbal poultice massage, there's a deep tissue Swedish massage. You've got so many choices and you've got to treat yourself while you're on board. Oh, by the way, they have a wonderful pub called the Golden Lion. Now, on board in the Golden Lion, it is the most authentic pub experience. You can go in there. There are wonderful, wonderful dishes that you can enjoy in there. So they do food as well. It's a wonderful little bolt hole. And in terms of the dining, you are going to love it. Going down for dinner in the Britannia of an evening, enjoying dishes like Dover sole, Chateaubriand, rich bitter chocolate souffle. Sounds absolutely incredible. You can do that every single night of your cruise if you want to on this one. So, have I tempted you yet? We're enjoying quintessential Cunard voyaging in style. All of the offers, remember, are on our website, as I mentioned, cruiseaway.com.au. So this adventure is for January of next year, and we are taking in Queensland and New Zealand. This one starts in Sydney for 22 nights, funnily enough, on the 22nd of January. A day at sea, and hello Brisbane! Here we come, Koala Sanctuary. I'd be straight there, wouldn't you? Definitely. The capital of Queensland, lots of different suburbs to explore here as well. Day at sea to the Whitsundays, to Airlie Beach, Conway National Park, or of course you can head down to the Barrier Reef to enjoy its beauty here. You've got a few ports on this itinerary which are great for the Barrier Reef. Cairns, of course, to the north of Queensland, great for the reef, or the Daintree Rainforest here as well. Then we move on into Port Douglas. Now this is water sports galore, but again you can see there's a nice cable car experience there. I'd definitely be going for that. You'll do some scenic cruising through Willis Island, a couple of days at sea. Willis Island is going to be great actually. Is it the black-footed booby we can see down there in that picture? I think it is beautiful. Then we arrive into Sydney. Of course you can enjoy an extra day here before the second part of your cruise, because it's almost like two cruise experiences here, which I think is really, really nice. Then a couple of days at sea and we're back in Fiordland National Park. Again, these wonderful sounds which are just beautiful. Alpine ranges, glaciers, flora and fauna that's been around since New Zealand was part of the original supercontinent. Beautiful. Then we go through New Zealand, Dunedin, which is the oldest city in New Zealand. Lots of culture and wildlife here, and there's a street art trail here as well. Then we have an overnight in Wellington, Windy Wellington they call it actually, the capital. Stroll downtown or head up to Mount Victoria for the views there, or just drink in the cafe culture. You've got an amazing opportunity there. And it's wine region, of course, in New Zealand as well, so take advantage of that. A day at sea, we're in Auckland, the largest city in New Zealand. There's a big sky tower that you can go and explore there. You can kayak, you can sail, you can bungee jump here if you want to as well. Then into the Bay of Islands, you can see the hole in the rock here and spot penguins and dolphins, whales and so much more. A couple of days at sea, and then we are back into Sydney. So it's quite some hefty cruise, this one. 22 nights, just over 3 weeks worth of not cruising, voyaging, remember, with Cunard on Queen Elizabeth, but it's certainly an excellent opportunity. I have to say, I would really like to do this because there'll be parts of Australia that you haven't seen, maybe. You get the chance to do that. You get the wonderful ports to the Great Barrier Reef. Then you've got the best of New Zealand here as well. And you're doing it all in one. If you were flying or sailing or arranging to travel from all of these different places individually, you would rack up tens of thousands worth of dollars in travel. Well, with a $400 each deposit today, we can make this price a reality as part of the grandest destination sale with Cunard. Look at that. $4,149 right now. Deposit today of just $400 each to lock in that price tag. That's incredible. Here's the details. If you want to upgrade to Ocean View or to balcony, or indeed to suite on this one, Incredible opportunity. You lucky people. Call us now if you want to know more. 1300 306 134. Remember now, this has been on the TV. Here on Gecko, it's going to be very busy. So hold those lines. It will be busy. Remember, it's a toll-free number, 1300 306 134. Now, our final offer in this show gets you voyaging in true style over Christmas and New Year. Imagine afternoon tea, ballroom dancing, and the best world-class entertainment at sea. And you can enjoy it all over the festive season. So for Christmas and a very special New Year celebration in Auckland in New Zealand. This is 19 nights cruising out of Melbourne, leaving on the 17th of December, a day at sea. And we'll see you arrive in Hobart, where you'll enjoy an overnight on board. And again, there is lots to do for you in Hobart. Plenty of time to explore here. The famous Salamanca Market I was reading about as well. It looks massive, has a wide range of, everything you could wish for there, which is going to be brilliant. You can head up Mount Wellington, of course, as well. You've got Melbourne after a day at sea there, where you can stroll down the South Bank Riverwalk and enjoy the cafe culture here. Beautiful, amazing coffee, apparently. 2 days at sea, and Christmas we will be in the Fiordland National Park again, and we'll be cruising through Milford, Doubtful and Dusky Sound, as well as the lakes here as well. One of the few parks part of this World Heritage Centre, which was established in the 1950s. Lovely. Day at sea into Wellington, of course. Here we've got the cable car if you want to do the brave hike up to Mount Wellington there. And you've got lots to see on top there. New Plymouth, which is the west coast of the North Island in New Zealand. Botanic Gardens and coastal walkways are the hot spots here. A day at sea into the Bay of Islands again, which are absolutely stunning. Lush green meadows, bays, and the famous marked sheep, apparently. Over 140 different islands there. Then we're into Auckland overnight. Now, the reason we're here overnight is because we arrive on New Year's Eve and we're there New Year's Day as well. So you can celebrate New Year in Auckland. And it's lit up for New Year. There's spectacular fireworks displays, concerts, parties and events there as well. You can research before you go and plan a real treat, something special just for you if you want to, or just enjoy seeing in the new year on board with special celebrations. You've then got 3 days at sea. I'm going to call those recovery time after a brilliant New Year's celebration before you sail back into Melbourne. Now, wouldn't it be amazing to be away all over Christmas and all over New Year as well, have it all laid on by Cunard? It's like, it's like king and queen. Do you know what I mean? You'll be feeling like a royal. You can put a deposit down of just $400 each, by the way, if you want to make this happen. If you're loving the idea of it and you think, right, let's do it, $400 each today as a deposit, all sorted, and there is your price tag. Now, remember, usually price tags of holidays that take in Christmas and New Year are top dollar. They go like 3, 4, 5 times the price. This is part of the grandest destination sale. So you've got your 19 nights all over Christmas and New Year, 3649. Incredible. $400 each today as a deposit makes it all happen. Here's quickly a look at the details to upgrade for you if you want to go up to Ocean View, balcony or suite. Now listen, I've gone through an awful lot of offers there at whistle stop pace. So can I make a couple of suggestions? First of all, you can watch this show again. It's on our YouTube channels. Just search for CruiseAway Australia on YouTube and you will find it on there, or you can go on our website cruiseaway.com.au, or of course speak to the team 1300 306 134. Thanks for your company. Come back here to Gecko and join us again very soon. Take care, enjoy your day.